Well, if you like locally grown and produced food, an event is coming up this Friday that might be for you. The College of Western Idaho's Agriculture Science Department is hosting 2023 Farm to Fork. And joining me now is Department Chair and Assistant Professor in Agriculture at CWI, Andrea Shoemaker. Andrea, first of all, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so walk us through what Farm to Fork is all about.
Yeah, so Farm to Fork is really an event that we host on campus to sustain our campus garden. So we surveyed our students back in 2018 and learned that almost 45% of our students suffer from some form of food insecurity. And so we wrote a grant and we were able to start a campus garden, but then in order to sustain the garden, we had to figure out what could we do. And so every year since then, we've started to host an event on campus called Farm to Fork. And it's really an opportunity for our community to come together with our students and our stakeholders and just enjoy an evening of locally sourced food, celebrate the pleasures of the table and Idaho agriculture.
And real quick, you were telling me off camera that, this is the 5th year and you actually started this. I mean, how does that make you feel, first of all, to know that this event is still going on strong and, you were a big part of that?
I mean, it's exciting. It's definitely, I think, just a sign that what we're doing on campus is super beneficial. We continue to have the garden and students continue to utilize it. And that's really the thing that brings me the most joy. Farm to Fork is an opportunity to highlight our local produce and work with our community partners, which is also really fun. But the garden is really where my passion and my heart is at. So to be able to do that's been awesome.
Very cool. Talk about maybe the benefits of where the money raised goes toward.
Yeah, so we sell tickets for the dinner, and then all of those funds go back into the campus garden. So I always make the joke that campus gardens don't take care of themselves, and so to manage irrigation, this year I had to replace a lot of irrigation in the garden. Every year we try to do more in the garden, so this year we've incorporated a lot of art. So I had a student that painted a mural out in our pollinator garden area, and so seeds, plants, irrigation costs, those sorts of things. So the tickets that are sold, all of that money goes directly back into that space for our students and their education.
And real quick, you actually sold out all the tickets for this year's event, but people who are watching right now, they can still donate if they'd like to, correct?
Yeah, so we still have a space where folks can certainly contribute to the garden and not necessarily enjoy the meal, which I know is super sad, because it's a 5-course meal paired with beverages and everything is sourced within like a 20-mile radius. So it's a really neat way to, again, showcase what we're doing in the garden, but also show what's happening within our area of the Treasure Valley. And so while you can't enjoy the meal, you can certainly still put your dollars towards something that is really great for students in terms of addressing food insecurity and just their education at CWI and the courses that we teach through our department.
Kind of allowing more to enjoy more meals,
yes.
Right? All right, well, Andrea, thank you so much for joining us here on the News at 4. We'll be right back.